I don't know if you did, but if you did, you just had a treat. If you didn't, you're missing out because that girl can dance. She's back there like getting tricky already. Yeah, she's getting tricky. I love it. You guys, welcome to the Keller Williams Coastal Team Meeting Tuesday. We're going to have a great time today. We have a fun mastermind that we're going to get to break out in, get to know each other a little bit better, and come up with some really practical ways of how we can engage with our clients during this time of year. So without further ado, let's kick it off and get started. Okay, sorry, let me hit OK so we can clear the screen out. Cool. So first off, we'd love to shout out. We start the team meeting this way, especially when we got some good stuff going on. So I want to hear from you guys. Let's hear something good. What's going on in your business? A shout out. Cheers for peers. You know something good going on, that someone just had a success or a win. You guys stand up, raise your hand, unmute, share. Who do we want to fill the bucket with? Tyler.
Teresa Knight here. Okay. I'm going to shout out Teresa Knight. She helped us out with a lot of our open houses before we went into escrow and everything. So I really appreciate her doing that. And she was very adamant on helping us out with those open houses. So shout out her.
Teresa, you guys, round of applause. When she comes back in here from heating her food up, you got to make sure she gets really embarrassed and make sure you guys give her a little bit of shout out. But we love helping each other out. If you guys are listing agents and you need help with your open houses, our new agents are fantastic and they're showing up in a hard way. So make sure you connect with us, connect to the productivity coach, connect to the mentees, because we're here to help you. You know, if you only want to host them on the weekends, have them host it during the week. Like, think about 10xing your activities as a listing agent, right? I love that. Who else? Who else is listing? Shout out, cheers for peers. I've heard some really good wins this week, so I'm hoping some of you guys share some of them. Yes, Miss Janet.
I had a shredding event this weekend, which was great, well attended. My neighborhood has a lot of hills, and I really hate passing out flyers. And Joni Marshall lent me her son. And I think I have more work for him. But yeah, I mean, I really appreciate that. And shredding events, they're great.
That's awesome. Congrats. Guys, round of applause for Janet for a shred event. And for Joni for connecting. Joni, you weren't like, oh yeah, let me go run. Great to hear each other helping you guys out. That's what our community is here for. Congrats. Gary, I was going to give Gary a shout out. Are you closing today, Gary?
I am closing today.
That feel good? You were one of my shout outs I was going to give. So.
And I am in escrow with Drake.
Yeah. Good job.
This is crazy.
It's really good, you guys, especially if you're new agents, like, don't give up. It just happens all of a sudden. The fuss, it just turns on. Every producing agent is going to tell you that same thing. It's like, you just have to trust your activities, and all of a sudden it just starts dripping away, right? Like, it just drips. So keep it up. Don't give up. Work with awesome people like Brandy and Drake and Angel and Leslie. They're all here to help you, you know. I love that. Who else? Shout outs, cheers for peers.
Hey, Halley, it's Penny.
Penny McCann. You're on Zoom. Hello.
Hello. Yes, couldn't make it into the office. But I know we do this a lot, but I truly do want everyone to understand what a great support team we have. Doug and Summer this week were fantastic for me. I've been having printer issues, can't connect, and they really stepped in and helped me. So I think everyone should realize just what a great support team we have.
Oh, you guys, big round of applause. Thank you, Penny. Dougie and Summer, always here to help you guys. We're here to help you here in person. Good news is we are getting a fun new printer on Thursday, right, Doug? Am I hearing that right? We're getting a new printer on Thursday.
Yes,
cool.
We're getting a new printer on Thursday.
Good. So those of you guys that are PC users, there might be a little extra step that we have to take out on Thursday when we get the new printer. So just come by and see Doug if you guys are a PC user after Thursday, so we can make sure it's all set up. My understanding, Doug says Apple should be fine with everything set up properly, but we just want to make sure you guys have no glitches or issues when you're printing by yourself on the weekend. So awesome. So thank you, Doug and Summer, too, for working that out. There's Teresa. Great job, Teresa. You got a shout out earlier. I love how she's like, I don't even know what I got a shout out for, but she just jumped right in the air. Oh, we just give you a little shout out. Tyler gave you a shout out earlier for helping with the open houses for their listings. So yeah. Great, thank you. All right, guys, moving on. We have some more shout outs and people to announce and welcome today. First off, we have Kyle. Kyle, why don't you stand up here and just wave to the room? You guys, Kyle's starting his real estate career here with us. So super exciting. Welcome, Kyle. Make sure you go up and chat with him afterwards and get to know him a little bit better. We're excited to have you here on the team. And we also have Miss Kim here too as well. Hello, Kim. Kim and her sister are joining us and starting their career. She also has a friend here with her, and Lisa. We're gonna wait for Lisa to get and pass her test. So you guys all go up to her and give her all the advice that I'm sure you wish you had. Because we all know it's not easy, but we're excited to have you guys here, a part of the team. So welcome. Okay, shout out to our closings we had in January, our individual producers, our teams in commercial. Big round of applause, you guys. Great job. Great. Here's our top producers. We see congrats, Janet and Moon and Michelle and Miss Judy and Amanda and Maddie for our rising star in January. Congratulations. Congratulations. Here's our top producing teams. Live Distinctively, Veritas Group, Robin Deb Feldman. Congrats, you guys. Great job. Great job. Great. We have our commercial top agents, Doug and SoCal Warehouse. Shout out. Good job, you guys. Okay, next up, we have our affiliate partner, Christy. Why don't you come on up here? Thank you so much for lunch, Christy. She is quite the chef, you guys. She is quite the chef.
Righty. So,
Where did that, hang on one second.
I'm made of moments stacked in a line, each one a choice that becomes a sign. I build your later from what you know. Good or bad, I show you how. What am I? Yep. I'm made of moments stacked in a line, each one a choice that becomes a sign. I'll build your later from what you do now. Good or bad, I'll show you how. What am I? No, that would be the simple close though. That's so cute. Complexity. Complexity, right? So when you're looking at our brochure, I'd like to remind you that it's a 19-page brochure. When I say our, I mean Old Republic, but so are the other home warranty choices. They are very large brochures with fine print in them. And I have agents, maybe not some of you, maybe, but I have them having their buyers calling me and saying, hey, Christy, I need to choose a home warranty. Where do I start? If you're handing your buyer a 19-page brochure and asking them which plan do you want, even worse, which company and plan do you want, right? That is a lot of homework to give a buyer that doesn't really understand what a home warranty is, not alone what company, what rep, and what plan they want, right? And that's where our relationships come into play, because my job is to take care of you whenever possible, right? So if you CC me, either in a text, an email, a call, however you want to do it, I communicate however you want to communicate. But my job is to make sure that I break it down in people terms for your homeowners so that they know exactly what they're getting, what it's going to cover, how it works, and who to call. And unless you give them that warm and fuzzy ahead of time, it's really easy for a situation to get complex, right? Because their expectation is, well, I have insurance, so don't worry, Christy covers everything, everything's taken care of. And then their windows break or the closet doors, or I had one the other day where, you know, their ceiling had collapsed or their floors buckled, and their realtor had said, don't worry about it, I got you the best plan, Christy covers everything. Well, they had written in up to $1,000. They wrote my name, my cell. 1, the agent didn't place it. 2, I didn't place it. 3, their names didn't end up anywhere on it. They passed it to their TC, and the TC happened to, in her opinion, it was always a listing agent because it said seller choice of services. And so she placed it under the listing agent, which was out of my territory, which means another rep gets it. And so when I'm trying to utilize you guys' numbers, it's really important, whether you're on the listing side or the buyer side, whenever possible, as much as we can put under your roof builds this favor bank, right? So if we have a situation in which I need to help your clients, I need those orders in there to build your favor bank so that I can go above and beyond constantly. But if we're not putting our own orders in, we're not having that communication with the homeowners, and we're not actually figuring out what it costs, what you need, and, you know, where we're going to end up after the close of escrow, it can get a little complex. Would you agree? So the next time before you write in your next offer, I challenge you to think to yourself, are you putting in buyer to pay for any additional options if necessary? Because if you're not, some escrows are saying, no, you can't go over the not to exceed. So if your plan is $5 more than what you wrote down, I had a contract the other day that had a $700 plan, but they wrote in $699. So we had to downgrade the coverage to get it to close escrow and then re-up, and the buyer missed out on those funds, right? So know what you need, what it costs, what you're getting, how it works. Let me have that conversation. My job is to take care of you, and I can't do that if I don't know about it. So call me, text me, email me in front of you or on my cells. I would prefer to take care of it myself instead of going through the 1-800 number. I always want to give that hands-on approach. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Christy. Thank you. And so important to know your prices. Kaylee, come on up here. What do you got for us?
It is the season of love. I wrote you guys another little poem, okay? But first, I want to ask you guys, raise your hand if you want to be my Valentine. That's it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Roses are red, escrows are tight. Order your NHD at listing. Do it right. Fire zones, flood zones, fault lines below. It's not to scare buyers, just let them know. Liquefaction sounds scary until explained. Clear disclosures early. Keep the clients sane. So before escrow stress has you losing sleep, get your NHD ordered. Your deals will stay neat. Because smooth transactions don't happen by chance. They start with disclosures done in advance. So if you guys have a listing you'd like for me to take care of, I can go ahead and throw it in. You already know I have the bright pink business cards with my face on it, of course. And I want to help you and your clients. So that way you guys are in advance and ahead of all of these disclosures. So
awesome. Thank you, Kaylee. What a nice little poem. Very cute. All right, Sarah. Is Sarah up here? No? Okay, we'll go ahead and pass her. Make sure you guys go back and have a conversation with Sarah. We have a Kevin Kelly team. Kevin, come on up here.
All right, gang. A couple things. First, FinCEN. Does everyone know what FinCEN is?
I just
Basically,
for you to go over.
I'll just do a summation here. It is a combination of Department of Treasury and Homeland Security. Any money, and it's been in effect for the last 2 years. Anytime there's money coming into the transaction, the country wants to know where it's coming from. So at one point, it was just cash deals. Then it became cash deals and corporations and LLCs. Then it became, well, now they've extended it to almost every type of transaction. We are going to have to vet money. This is every title company. It's not optional. It's the government. So the only thing that is really going to affect you guys is in the past, the title companies were able to clear FinCEN in like an hour. It's going to take us a day and a half probably because they've added so many parameters, and it went from being like 12% of our deals to probably 81% we're going to have to vet, right? So again, the other thing, and I wish Sarah was here, a lot of times when and really this is only big investors, right? When you have investors that are going in and out of LLCs and corporations, and they have a different one for every property they own, right?
Yeah.
All those deeds that are not recorded through a file, lawyers are going to have to do that now. Darian can't do it. Escrow can't do it. Title companies can't do it. Title reps can't do it. So again, we're going to add a cost to the consumer of referring them out to an attorney. I happen to belong to an attorney group, so I got three attorneys to agree that they'll do it for $200, and most of them want $5. But again, it's just going to be a procedural thing, and we'll walk you through it. You don't have to know everything about it. It's our job. But here's the one thing I'm going to say. When you have a seller or a buyer that wants to fight with us about FinCEN, number one red flag. If you want to fight with me, I'm going to have to question that the money's not legal. But deeper you fight, the more the nation is going to fight you. Okay? Darian.
That's what I was gonna say.
And it is going to be a lot more complicated because it's also now incorporating trusts. And they're looking at every person within the transaction. So they're going to want to see operating agreements. They're going to want to vet each person within the LLC. And it's for all money, hard money, cash. If it's an institutional lender, so if it's Fannie or Freddie, you're clear because they will do their own vetting and handle it. But it's the thing that you can't go, oh, I'll just put it in my LLC afterwards. I'll pay this and do this. But I think the big thing is for you to know sellers are also now going to have to participate when they are receiving the money, the hard money and that. So they're going to have to let them know where that money's going. So you, when negotiating offers, that's just something to let them know. And also if you're changing from, cash to loan to cash or any of that, that can muck things up. So just be proactive. and
So
just
think
know
about
that
how
you
many
need to
times you take a
Yeah.
cash offer that doesn't close as cash. The minute that changes, guys,
7 days escrow, right?
the
Like a
minute
7
that
days-
changes, you
Yeah.
got to let us know.
Yeah.
Whatever title company it is, we got to vet this money. And if it's not vettable in the first 7 days, it ain't going to be vettable at day 37.
Yeah.
Right. So let's get them out
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
they need to get out. Right.
Yeah.
So there's that. On a nicer note, we did bring some things on capital gains. I'm not going to go over capital gains, but 90% of the questions I get are on capital gains. Please remember, divorces don't reset your capital gains. You reverse mortgages don't come off the top, like all these calls that I get every day. So there's an outline of how capital gains works here, and you could and we can brand it for you so it has your face on it and all that good stuff. And then last, I thought this was interesting. So, we go to a lot of places and everyone talks about how competitive it is. And, oh my God, there's a realtor around every corner. Well, according to the national, this group, NAR, the top 10 most competitive cities for real estate in California. And we didn't make the list. So y'all, it could be worse. Okay. Berkeley,
Perspective.
here we go. Berkeley, Daly City, Fremont, Castro Valley, San Leandro, Alameda, Hayward, Palo Alto, Santa Maria, and Hanford. If you've ever been to Hanford, who's dying to, oh my God, I'm from Fresno. I know that. It's horrifying. But here's the other thing, and I'm going to leave you with this. Top 10 metros in California with the fastest growing sales price. So I don't know how much you guys are reading, but all the predictions for this year have happened, right? Rates are going to be below 6. There. Appreciation is going to be at 3. We're there. So here are the places that appreciate the most in California. If any of you want to work there, God love you. Arcadia is not bad, number 1. Santa Monica, Redwood City, Costa Mesa, Truckee, San Clemente, Lake Arrowhead, Santa Barbara, Laguna Niguel, and Banning. So if it gives you perspective, it gives you perspective. Have a good day.
That's good. Thank you, Kevin. Great perspective. Thank you. Thank you for bringing the value. Mr. Alex.
Okay, here we go. Hi, everybody. We're still just under 6 there on the conventional loan, low 5s in the on the FHA, and then right under 6 again on a jumbo. We all know. Do we know the difference? No. Conventional loan is in like our county and most of the high cost counties up to about an 830 loan amount can get those rates. FHA is the one that's sponsored by the government, right? Has a bunch of mortgage insurance. It's a lower rate, but it has some mortgage insurance that kind of evens out the payments a bit. And then the jumbo is the bigger loan, the $1.5 million loan. We can do those on 30-year loans. We can do those interest only. There's a lot more options on the jumbo loan to have different types of payment. But yeah, I think today we're still just getting a lot of calls on that down payment assistance program, the Dream for All. I had a flyer built. If you guys would like to put your photo on the flyer with me, shoot me an email with your signature line so that I can take your signature photo and put it on the flyer. I'll send it back. It's a PDF. You can share it. There's other down payment assistance programs for clients that program doesn't work for. So keep that in mind. And then we, again, have loans for people that also have $1 million down, right? They have $2 million down. We can close those quickly. Janet and I just closed one where we got the loan cleared to close, and the docs out on the same day, flown to Florida, flown back, closed that week. So
that was amazing.
it was a big Hail Mary.
Gratitude thing.
Shout out. Good to hear.
It's a Hail Mary.
Good.
Right? So that's why we're here. Again, we say it every week, but we're right in, our office is here so that you can come knock on it and bug it and say, hey, we need it, right? And that's why we're working for you, because, we support you. We really like you. We like working with you, right? We love your business. So, but, we're here, we're in the office so that the transparency is there.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very much. I'm up front. Alex, you're going to help me.
Cool. Thanks, Alex. All right, let's celebrate our closings that we had for this week. Shout out to Doug, Richard, Eric, Team Mangan, Tim Majka, Luis, Kendra. Richard, what does that equal? $5,764,999. Solid week, you guys. Great job. Okay, let's take a look at our new listings on the market. Miss Brandy, where are you? Is she back there? Oh, back there. Here she is. That's okay. Choo, choo, choo. Alphabetically, your name just happens to come first. So
I love it. Yes. So whoever wants to hold this open, please let me know. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, super cute. The backyard is everything. I mean, it's way better than even that front picture shows. $545 is a great price point. So bring me buyers if you have them, please.
Awesome. Great work. Thanks, Brandy. All right, the Emil team, Carlos and Ileana, they have a listing, 5500 California in Long Beach, listed for $759, 1 bed, 1 bath. Alice, you're here. You want to pitch that one? Here.
It's going pending tomorrow.
Okay, so share with us your success. That's good. Okay, great. So you were active over the weekend, right?
No, actually, we sold it on day one.
Wow.
With all cash, full price.
How did you just have a lot of people come in, or like,
no,
was it just
on coming soon?
Yeah.
And I got a lot of agent calls on coming soon.
The affordables we're hearing, especially in Long Beach, anything under 800 is moving like hotcakes right now. Yeah. And it's good. This is a condo, right?
No,
yeah.
it's a co-op.
Oh, co-op. Okay, good. Okay, co-op. Good. That's awesome. Well, congrats on your success. Good to pitch, and let us know. Hopefully it doesn't fall out. If it does, let us know. We'll put it back on. Good job. Great work. Shout out to you and Donna both. I don't know if she's in there. Yeah. Jasmine Duran has a listing on Appledale and Whittier. It's listed for $649, 2 bed, 1 bath. She has another listing in Bloomington. It's listed for $599, 3 bed, 1 bath. Allison has a listing on Eastbrook in Lakewood. It's listed for $865, 3 bed, 1 bath. She has another listing in Jurupa Valley, $799, $900. I know, I'm just being funny, you guys. My goodness. Junipero, Wanapero. Come on, let's list it for $799, $900. 4 bed, 2 bath. Yeah, if you call it Moscow, Idaho, it's different. Okay, Omer, I see you guys. I want to give Omer a shout out earlier. This is his first listing. Am I right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Great work.
Thank you. And I got it by calling strangers. Yeah.
I love
So
that.
it works. And it's a 4-bedroom, 2 bath. We're co-listing with Allison. It's we're asking for 1.325. It has a bonus room, 2 living rooms, and the backyard, like the lot, is 8,000 square foot. So we're gonna have our open house this weekend. We already have 3 showings scheduled. So bring your buyers.
It's beautiful. Great work. Great work. You've been working so hard on that.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to trust the process and just keep doing things and doing things and doing things. And you've just really taken that extra mile recently, and that's awesome.
I also got my first commercial listing. It's a business op. It's a wholesale business for phone accessories in downtown LA. It's listed for $2.7 million. It generates $2 million in gross. If you also guys have someone who might be interested, just let me know. Thank you.
Awesome. Great work. Great work. Shout out to you and Allison. Okay. Now we're open. Listings to pitch, buyer needs. You guys, this is the time to stand up and share your coming soon stuff you're coming on the market. Buyer needs you got looking for. Anyone? Okay, Gary and then Titus. Make sure you say your first and last name because Zoom can't see you.
Gary Williams. I have a buyer need. My sellers in Lake Elsinore are looking for their new home. They need at least 3-2. Their area is all over the place. Pomona, west and south, they're looking everywhere. Mid-century modern is what they want and what they will only take. So price point between 700 and 800. It's tight. Anyway.
Good to share. Stand up and let it happen. Yeah, did you have a question? Or we're going to let Titus was next. Yeah, Titus was next. Yeah, go ahead. Stand up, Titus.
Hi, you guys. I have a buyer that's looking for a 1-bedroom or a studio condo. She's approved up to 290. So if you guys have some in Long Beach, she would like preferably in Long Beach.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Elba.
Hello, guys. I have two the commercial seller. I can have a listing, but it's another state. One is in Nevada, Las Vegas. It's a $4.8 million hotel, and then another one is in the next to California, Arizona. That's $3.5 million hotels also that generate $500,000 a year net income. So you guys, I just let you know, and I want some this Keller Williams help me with commercial commercial business. Thank you so much.
Well, I was just going to say to Titus, we might just want to run own your owns in Long Beach and just call them, because own your owns are going to be right in that, under, they're a little cheaper.
Yeah, sometimes you guys don't forget when you have buyer needs, of course, stand up and pitch them always. Yeah, and then Deb will get to you. Stand up and pitch them always. And don't forget, generate your own inventory too, right? Like stand up and give that, but use that as an opportunity to then get names and numbers either from title or whatever you're using, RidX or whatever you guys are using to get your data, and do some calls and say, hey, I have a client that's interested in a property like yours. Would you consider entertaining an offer? That's it, right? A lot of people just want a number and they're willing to move depending on if that number's going to look right. Did you have one? Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Deborah Bell.
Hi, it's Deborah Bell, and I am looking for a lease, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. No, 2 baths would be work, or 3 in a den. Los Al, Seal Beach, Rossmore area, up to about $6,200 a month we can go. So
Cool.
keep me in mind.
I don't know if my memory is not serving me correctly, but I thought Penny McCann might have something, but to reach out to her too. I thought it, yeah. Oh, you have it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a listing coming up soon, hopefully a couple weeks. It's going to be Anaheim condo. I want to say it's either a 2 or a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 stories. 730-ish is going to be the list price. So if you guys have anyone in that price range looking in Anaheim, it's near the resort area off of Harbor and Chapman.
Awesome.
And then I also have a buyer need, which is a kind of a special need because they need at least a 5 bedroom, and cities just don't really permit those or allow them, and there's not a lot of them. So if you guys happen to come across any listings with larger bedroom count, Carson and surrounding, please let me know.
Awesome. Congrats.
Up to $1 million for
Thanks. Up to $1 million. Anyone else? Speak now. Oh, Janet. Oh, and then we got someone there in the back. Good job. You guys, at first I asked and nobody raised their hand. And then all of a sudden you guys are remembering these clients you're working with. I'm like,
Okay, Janet Darrow. I've got 2 buyers who are looking in Irvine. One's looking for a mid-mod up to 2.5. I've got another one that's looking, who needs 4 bedrooms, kind of prefers Woodbury or North Park, and that's up to 2.2. I've got something that's kind of back burner type of thing. You know those little boxy houses in Alameda's Heights? I'm not going to give any specifics, but we're working on a one-party deal. If that doesn't go through, that's going to be coming on the market soon. So if you're looking for somebody who wants to be in Alameda's Heights in kind of a more entry point, those are great options. And just talk to me, and I'll keep you on the back burner if this one doesn't go through.
Great. Thanks, Janet. Thanks for the update and good little insider stuff. Okay, we got Bronson, then we got Angel back there. Bronson.
Bronson Ban. And Titus, I actually might have something for you.
Oh, there you go. That's
soon
to talk.
Yeah, end of this month, hopefully maybe middle. I have a studio in downtown. It's the Sovereign Building. If you ever heard of it, it's right on Ocean. It's a studio. Seller wants to start at 315, so it's kind of right above that 290, but we'll see what happens when we kind of list it at that price.
Yeah.
So I'll keep you in mind. And then I still have Ridgeview, Signal Hill. It's a short sale. So if you guys have buyers who aren't scared of that process, let me know. You can possibly get a pretty good price on that.
Is there a short sale process right now? Like, yeah, how's the bid behave?
There,
Because they don't have a department for it, so that's why.
you're right. Yeah, I mean,
They haven't done it in
we're
20 years.
constantly back and forth with them. They're planning on maybe putting a foreclosure date on it pretty soon. Yeah, so we kind of got to get it moved. And
Remind us the details. That way, if
Yeah.
anyone in the room.
yeah, so it's 4,000 square feet. It's in Signal Hill gated community. We're listed at 1495, but again, banks are going to be the ones you're negotiating with. So come in with offers and we'll help you out.
Good. Thanks, Bronson. Okay, Angel.
Buenas tardes. Sorry. Hi, everyone. Angel in the back. So I have two buyer needs. So one of them is going to be in Santa Ana, Anaheim-ish area. They're looking specifically for a single family house with an ADU in the back, not a duplex. A single family house with an ADU in the back. The reason why is because we're using some down payment assistance program, and this program only applies to homes that are categorized as single family house and not as a duplex. Their price point's going to be up to 900,000, possibly can do $1 million, but we're going to double verify on that. Second one, I have another family looking in Gardena-ish, around those areas. They're specifically looking for a townhouse, price point of 650,000 and lower. I just want to end off with saying I felt like I was going to be dry for the next couple of months. Even when people in your database share with you that they already have a realtor, don't stop following up, because both of these families had a realtor in the past, and now they've officially switched over to me. So don't stop following up with people that say that they have realtors.
Good words. Thank you. Good job. Good to hear those wins. Great job, Angel. Who else? Anyone else? Yes, Nesser.
Hi everyone, Nasser Sharif. I still have my unit in Laguna Woods, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 square foot. Is a co-op, is cash only, and is a great unit. Please contact me if you have any buyers. Thank you.
Congrats. Thanks, Nasser. Okay, anyone else? It was good. And everyone to stop to share. Okay, so let's talk and shift our gears a little bit. This is your PSA. Everyone in the room, it is Valentine's Day on Saturday. It is Valentine's Day on Saturday, so hopefully none of you use the excuse that you didn't know if you have significant others. This is your PSA to memory to do whatever it is you do together, so no one could say we didn't know it was Valentine's Day on Saturday, right? But I think it's really interesting, you know, the Saint Valentine, the way that Valentine's Day was created and then like morphed and adopted by the greeting card companies, you know, turning something historical into something that's completely different now. But in that vein, there's lots of opportunities to show some love on Valentine's Day, right? We think about showing love to our maybe girlfriends on Valentine's Day. We think about showing love to our significant others during actual Valentine's Day. Lots of times we don't think about the fact that we can show some love to lots of people in our lives, particularly in our real estate business. And we can do it whether it's this time or any time of the year. We can show a little bit of love, right? Think about what it means to show love to somebody that you work with in a professional capacity. You guys build relationships with these people. And I think you would all agree when we're helping them through a transaction, we get this closeness, right? You know their finances. You hear about the difficulties they're going through in a relationship. You learn about the goals that they have to grow. And it truly becomes like this beautiful relationship that we can help nurture. So today we're going to play Real Estate Cupid a little bit. So put your Real Estate Cupid hat on that cute Gemini made for us. This handsome hunk who's Cupid apparently as a realtor. And what we're going to do is we're going to break out into teams, into groups. So we'll just take these first couple rows here. Will be group 1 over here on this side. And then we've got these little rows right here. You guys can be group 2. And then you guys here in the back, you guys can be group 3. Okay, so when I say breakout, I want you guys to separate yourselves into these 3 groups. Each group is going to have a different task of something you're going to mastermind around. Group 1 is going to mastermind how can we show the love to our future clients or our not yet clients. Think about people like this that we have not had the opportunity to transact with them yet, right? Think about these people that just maybe are in your SOI or that you encounter with day to day. That's our future clients we think about. Group number 2 is going to say, how are we going to show the love to our current clients? These are people that we're in escrow with. What are some of the things we could say, do for them, share with them a little bit more above and beyond than what we normally have? The third group is going to mastermind, and they're going to talk about how can we share and show the love to our past clients. That's going to look like something different. Someone who's actually transacted with us, we've actually gained some type of monetary value. How are we going to share and show the love to them? And it's going to look like something different for each group. So when I say go, I want you guys to get up, separate yourselves into the groups. I want you to select a scribe from each group to write down all of your ideas. Think about, again, phrases, words, gifts, whatever it is that comes to mind when you guys think about sharing and showing some love. At the end of it, we'll have you guys select a speaker, and then we'll come up and share with the group, okay? Titus.
Just curious, are we group 1 or 2?
1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2. Brandy, you guys can split the table up. So half of you guys go back there to 3, and then the other half go to 2, and then the guys in the back go to 3. Okay? Are you ready? And break. Break into your group. Yes, break into your group. Break into your groups. Remember, each one of you is doing just one category. Come on in here, child. There you go. How many are And don't just think about Valentine's theme. Think about any time. It doesn't have to be just Valentine's theme. Any time of the year. How can we show the love to these people? Any time of the year. How can we show the love to our people?
What about some specific like
Really love.
One thing I caution for when you do consultants is it possible? Yeah.
You could do something outdoors.
Did like here, like holidays, new recipes, yeah, so far. Something that could give information like that would give buzz to them, like just make it pop on the page so that it's interesting enough to like, oh, they like this or like now yeah.
Tell me what comes first. Which one? Contractors and vendors? Who doesn't want to come?
It's a good idea, but we haven't. Yeah. Do 200 back to a local community, something close to the Vale, for the local dog shelter. We get back to
Maybe it's
we have to put that. But yeah, we had part of that. But we're gonna go tomorrow. It's all their stuff.
Bunny Popeyes, there you go.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah.
How do you spell knowledge?
So that's smart too.
Yeah, because I guess she's there.
Let them know.
On your paper.
I got contracted. Is there something I'm missing up here, you think?
Nice. Donations to charities of choice.
Ooh, that's a good one, Alice.
So,
Yeah. I love that. Okay, so
Good?
okay, guys, 1 minute, and then let's bring it back. One minute, and then let's bring it back. All righty. Okay, Mr. Dougie, kill the music. All right, guys. So ready. Bring it back. Bring it back up front here. Perfect. So let's start off with group number 1. Each of your groups, you guys choose the person to come up and to present to the room. Bring your sheet of paper up here at the front, and we're going to put it up here. So group number 1, who's going for you guys? Group number 1. All right, bring it back here. Hang on, let's get Titus the mic. Dougie, do we have that extra microphone? Oh, perfect, right here. Beautiful. Okay, guys, ready? Group number 1, future clients. How can we show the love to our potential future clients, referrals, people who we have not yet transacted with? Let's hear you. What'd you guys come up with?
All right, so first we have a list of contractors and vendors that would be beneficial to our future clients. Community events, letting them know about upcoming events. Social time, coffee, drinks, whatever, what have you. Pop-by gifts. We put mailers and the drop cards.
Great.
We also have a life event acknowledgement. So anything like if they're having a baby or weddings or birthdays.
Super important.
Community info along with their neighborhood stats. Newsletter is another idea or something that people are doing now, which includes like events for like the area, dates, like holidays.
Important stuff, yeah.
Animal shelters, that kind of stuff. And then a list of sold homes in the area and also donations to charities.
So important, you guys. Give them a round of applause. Titus, you're not out of the hot seat yet. You're not out of the hot seat. Okay. So I'm seeing a lot of things on here that seem like they're very farming driven. Am I right? Like, do we have a lot of farmers in the group? I love everybody. A lot of head nodding. Right. I love that because, that's all that a farm is, right? We're turning complete strangers into our sphere of influence. Like we're building enough relationship with them that they're turning from strangers into people that we know and like, know, and trust us, right? I think that's really important. So I just want to point that out there that there's some really good pieces in there. I love that you said donations and charities, you guys. One of the most wonderful ways to anyone's heart is to care about something that they care about. And lots of times people care about charities and children, the 2 C's, right? Especially if they have kids or grandkids or things like that are really important to them. So when someone supports a charity, when you guys see on Facebook that people support a fundraiser, take a second and stop and donate. Take a second and say, tell me more about your group. Those are ways to build connections. If you can't donate monetarily, reach out to them and say, hey, how can I help? Do you want me to share on my page? Right? Like these are all ways that we can share and show the love. It's just by even spreading awareness to something that they care about, right? So I think that was a really good one. Any others that kind of popped out to you, Titus, that you guys had in your group really had a good conversation about?
The newsletter one popped out to me. These guys are doing a newsletter. They supply their farm with the events and recipes and all that fun stuff, right?
And those can be physical or digital, right? Like it doesn't need to be a physical hard copy if that's not something you can do or keep up with. It can also be a digital newsletter, right? You can have people sign up too, but that's great. One more big round of applause for our group number 1, you guys. Thank you.
Let me take that down.
Nope, leave it up there. Anything else you guys we missed or wanted to second on or point out up here, group number 1? No? Okay, ready. Let's get group number 2. Kyle's all ready. Kyle. You're welcome. Okay, group number 2 had our current clients. So these are people we're actively transacting with. Think about our buyer broker agreements. Think about our people we've got in listings and we're in escrow with them right now. How can we show them the love right now?
All right. So Drake, we recommended first were Girl Scout cookies. It's just the time right now. They're out there, so I think a box would be cool.
And that's a 2-4. I just want to stop for a second. you can give them, and you buying them from someone who is in their kids are in Girl Scouts means a lot to them. Even if you just buy one box, share the love. Most of us know more than one little Girl Scout selling cookies. It's like share the love, right? Don't just buy all your cookies from one place. Buy a little from each person or client. I love
buying
that.
for clients, but they might just end up at my house. So we'll see.
Yeah, buy and then turn around and give them back. It's like, yeah, give them away. Love it. Love
For the
it.
second one, we had coffee, like a coffee date, or just like a normal gift card, just saying, we want to show our appreciation.
Yeah.
Let's meet up for coffee.
Love that.
For the third one, we have a experience, right? So, treat him to a movie night, treat him to a dinner, or, with a group, or like, with them or individually. Another idea we had was like a car wash event. Just say like go to another event, have some high schoolers come and help out. Will you be my clientine? So it's something. So
yeah, that's adorable.
Another one too was it kind of ties into the cards was going around the neighborhood, finding out door knocking with the neighbors. What are some of their favorite spots? Some of the restaurants where they like to shop. Text or video, just wishing them a happy Valentine's Day. We also have cleaning services and air purification, and then just to pop by, see if they're available and check in and see how they're doing.
Round of applause, you guys, for Kyle.
Cool.
Super awesome. There's so many good things up there. There's events. There's things. Yes, Alice.
Just wanted to point out one thing. I had a bunch of Starbucks cards branded.
Oh, love it. Yeah. Super cool. Yeah. And that's smart. And I love that. Starbucks is great. I also love that you guys said like local gift cards too. That's cool because when they're moving into a neighborhood, for example, if there's some local restaurant everyone goes to, like if you live in El Dorado Park, where the Eldo is, and it's different buying an Eldo gift card than it will be getting them an Amazon gift card or something, right? So think about something really specific to them too. If they're moving into a neighborhood or they care about something, find out what that is and be really inquisitive. I love that, you guys. Also, there's a bunch of good things on there that don't necessarily cost money. It's like just even a text and a video. I'm thinking about you. Don't just wait for a transactional update to get in touch with your client, right? So many times we do that we're waiting to give them some type of news. We're waiting to give them an update, and that's when we'll reach out to them. And it's like reach out outside of those. That's when you build that real good personal relationship, right? When you're reaching out just to reach out. So I love that. Thank you, Kyle. Any other group number 2 you guys want to add on in addition to? Okay, one more round of applause. Thanks, Kyle. Group number 3. Group number 3, come on up here, Mr. Angel. Group number 3.
Thank you.
Number 3.
Today it's Don Angel.
Good. I love that. I love it.
All right. Hi, everyone. So for our past clients, what we have are, so Heidi gave us the idea of quarterly gifts. There's a site that she signs up on that I guess the program gives out quarterly gifts to her past clients.
Yeah.
And it's a very good touch for them. We also do handwritten cards such as birthdays, anniversaries, any new additional pets or babies to the members, holidays, also home anniversary gifts. So we wrote here flowers for home anniversary gifts, text holidays, and then we also do annual or monthly home evaluations for the past clients.
Yep, that's good.
Events, parties for past clients. For me, I would do a taqueria because that's just me, but everyone can do their own events.
That's great.
Closing statements for taxes, also a very good, nice touch. And then we also have, when rates drop down, we call past clients as well, letting them know, start a conversation about refinancing.
That's a great one. You guys, round of applause for group number 3. I really like, don't run away. So I really like that you guys have a good mix of like personal and business related touches. I think with our past clients, because we have an established business relationship with them, it's easier for us to approach that, right? And you would be surprised how many times your clients probably go on some of these websites with instant valuation tools and just check what their home is worth. Even if they're not even considering selling, they're going to go online and they're just curious about what it's worth. If they have a neighbor that sold down the street, they're probably going to be trolling for what that closed at. So we can get a jump on that and be proactive and not even need for them to go online if you guys are giving them that constant touch of a home evaluation, right? I think Penny McCann too also mentioned that she's been doing that, and or someone else called it something different. Was it you, Heidi, that called it something different? That you give, maybe I'm thinking about somebody else, but it was Penny or Heidi that called it not a home evaluation, but you guys had a special name for it. Does anyone remember what I'm talking about? I'll remember. Equity report. Equity report. Thank you. Equity report. Yeah. I love that language. Equity report. It's like, cool. This is what I have in my home, right? I love that. And there was, thank you, Bob. There was someone else too that called it something different. So just get, maybe, yeah, it was something about equity. But anyways, get creative with that, right? And make sure that you're still bringing that value. I love it. Did you have a comment or a? Yes. And then how much all the other homes are in the area. I love that. And we have all the data, and with a couple clicks can procure that information. Am I right? Like most of the companies that we have access to, we can create flyers very quickly with 2 or 3 clicks of a button and putting in some address and pulling those comps and data. So I love that you guys had that up there. Anything else in particular about it? Yeah, home anniversary stuff, that's a common thing. I love the handwritten cards. It's like, unless you have, 50 plus clients a year, and if that's the case, I can see how maybe you might not be able to sit down and handwrite them. But I think a majority of us can sit down and handwrite a card with a few letters on it, right? It means something special. We open envelopes as human beings more often with handwriting than we do with printed addresses. So if it's something that's really special, like a home anniversary, or you're sending them a card because you saw on Facebook they just had a baby or something, it's like, take that time and just write it out. Just write it out. They're going to love it. They're going to open it up. It's going to mean something more different.
I wrote a holiday card for 100 people last year, and although it sounds like a lot of handwriting, I forgot the name of the pen, but there's a pen that I use, and you can actually use the printer that we have here in the office where it prints it out under all the cards. So all you got to do is just write it once, and it prints all of them out for you. And it seems like you handwrote all of them.
Yes,
so
that's awesome. Well, thank you very much, Angel. Appreciate you. Good job, group number 3. Okay, really quick. Does anyone see any similarities here amongst the categories? Okay, cards. But like generally speaking, what are you guys seeing? If you look at all 3 categories, are there any common themes or things that we can learn from this? Thoughtfulness. Okay, so tell me more about that, Gary. Tell me more about thoughtfulness. Like, what does that mean?
All of them are designed to show that you're a caring person, that you care about them.
I love that. I love that. Who else? Thoughtfulness. Yes, Brandy, what else? What do you see? Common themes, things we can draw conclusions from this, seeing it all?
Yeah, regardless of what type of a client they are, you're touching them somehow. So it's part of your strategy to make sure that you're touching all of your database somehow.
Yeah, I love that. Who else? I have some ahas. Yeah, Heidi, and then we'll go to the front to Alice.
It's not just for today. It's for tomorrow. It's that like friendship. Like I've actually been invited to go to clients to go see their kids play soccer. Come to the game, like because it's a forever. It's not just what is that one-time sale, instant sale gratification. It's a forever relationship, and all of those are building to that.
And when we show up for those things that they invite us to, those soccer games, those baby showers, those wedding showers, it means something totally different than putting a card in the mail. I just want to be really clear about that. Alice.
The only thing I was noticing is all of this stuff is giving without expectation of return, which I think is
super
important.
clear. Super clear. Because again, when we give and then to turn around and expect something from someone, like we have to put the deposit in the relationship bank. Do you guys follow me? Like we need to build on and deposit what that looks like. I see so many similarities here, even though the words are different. Isn't it really funny that there's a lot that's very similar? I'm seeing intentional conversations around real estate happening across the board. Am I right? Like whether they're past, current, future, it's intentional real estate conversations, whether it's about valuation, rates, market, whatever that looks like, right? I'm seeing personal connection across the board, some type of recognition or acknowledgement of who they are as people, what their family looks like, what they're going through, the celebrations, the tribulations. I'm seeing a lot of that too. Also, I'm seeing a lot of event stuff happening. Who in here is doing events? Raise your hand. Who in here does at least one event for their clients annually? Raise your hand. Okay, good. So we have a couple. Now that's not the cure-all answer for a lot of your ailments right now in your business. It might be something you might want to take a look at this year. One intentional client event. If you don't have the ability or the finances to put it on your own, think about partnering with some of the other people in the office, right? Like if I was a new agent, that would make a lot of sense to me to partner with some of my friends and people that I work with and put it on an event. And it doesn't have to be elaborate. Remember, events can be something as small as like, hey, show up and I'm giving you a pie, or hey, show up and we have photos with Santa or Easter Bunny or whatever that looks like. It doesn't need to be giant. It can be something that's a little bit smaller. I had a couple hands back here. I'm sorry. Who had Kevin, and then it was like Heidi, I think.
Talk to the other agents because honestly, like you can do the art theater for $5 a person.
Yeah.
They get a soda, popcorn, and you bring the movie. So don't be weird that it takes a lot of money. It doesn't. Totally. You just have to be organized and get the word out.
Totally. Good points. I love that. Who else? Some other hands raised, ahas, comments?
We do a lot of events in our farm, and none of them they don't cost us any money. And because we make it about giving back to the community. So we do food drive, coat drive, toy drive, book drive, and it's all, and our neighborhoods just love it. The neighbors just love it. We just got a listing because one of our clients passed away. But what he told his niece is when he goes, he wants the Heidi and Leslie team to sell his house. He came to every single one of our events. He would just walk down the street and sit with us. He'd donate whatever and just sit with us, and we drank tea with him, and that was like how we got to know him. And that was forever lasting in his mind. I love the Santa stuff. I love all that too, but we just couldn't afford that. So we started doing this, and it works. And we're going to incorporate something bigger and better as we, make more money. But for right now, we've been able to connect just by doing these community give backs.
And there's a lot of great opportunities for space. You guys, don't forget, we can help you reserve here at the office at no cost to you. We don't charge you here for this as long as it's not interacting with any of our normal stuff that we have going on. You guys can reserve this space too. Think about using your libraries. There's a lot of good libraries. I know Kevin mentioned the art theater, which is a great one, but so many of the libraries have spaces that you can rent for almost nothing, especially if you're doing a community service for the community. Like I think Heidi and Leslie, didn't you guys do like a safety training or a CPR or something like that at the library? Yeah. Super smart. Yeah, estate planning. That's great.
You cover your dirt and the wine, and then we'll give you back.
That's awesome. I love that. Anyone else have any ahas and things to share? I think this is great. So take a picture of this. Thank you guys all for participating. There's lots of really good ideas. Snap a quick photo before you go, and let's implement some of these things. If you haven't already, it might be time. If you already do them, take a look at what that activity looks like. Are we doing it at a high level? Can technology help us leverage this? Is this something that we could 10x or learn a little bit more about it? But big round of applause for you guys for participating today. Thank you very much. Let's show a lot of love. Okay, Mr. James, what do you have for us, James? Come on up here. James, our NCA. Thank you. What do you got for us?
Okay, guys, you should have all have received about 3 weeks ago your W-9. Sorry, they were 1099s. If you didn't receive it, it's one of two reasons. It's either because you didn't make income last year, which is a good thing, you're not going to pay taxes, But assuming you did make income, you didn't get it, just email me and I'll send you a soft copy, okay? Because it could have been lost in the mail, could have been you forgot to give me an updated address or anything like that. So it's very important that you get it. So if you didn't receive it, just email me and I'll give you a soft copy, okay? Any questions?
Awesome. All right. Thank you, James. Good reminder. You guys getting ready to do your taxes. I'm getting a lot of questions about that. Make sure you talk to an actual tax professional. But take a look at a lot of the things that you're spending money on and make sure you're maximizing, especially when you guys are earning income in real estate. Make sure you're really maximizing what you need to do in returns. And also really think about what you want your next 5-year plan to look like. You know, lots of times in real estate, we get really write-off happy, right? Like we try to get that number down to as zero as possible. And yet if we're turning around and trying to buy a house this next year, that may or may not be the best strategy, right? So just think about the bigger picture when you guys are getting ready to file this year. And let us know if you have any questions. We're happy to help. So let's take a look at our upcoming events and classes that we have for this next couple weeks. What is a TC? What do they do? How can we maximize that relationship? Our very own Andrea is going to be standing up here going over what that looks like, talking about roles and responsibilities here at the office on Wednesday, in person only. She's going to go over a lot of the support here about what she does and also just how you can work really cohesively with a transaction coordinator. Showing time in the MLS, you guys, Simon is out of office, and so Fred is going to be teaching the class this Friday during our normal broker slot. He's going to be talking about how to be using how you can use showing time on the MLS if that's something that you would like to do. And besides that, thank you so very much for joining us, you guys. See you next Tuesday, if not sooner. Thank you. Thank you.